Welcome back to Barbecue My Way. A lot of people are sometimes afraid of ribs, and they're really easy to make. So today we're going to do some traditional smoked baby back ribs here at Barbecue My Way. So stick with me. Easy. Your neighbors will love you. All right, again, these are baby back ribs. A lot of people, when they get ribs, they've always heard about the stuff on the bones itself, whether you take them off or not. You can actually cook these without taking the membrane off. I kind of go back and forth with it. In this video, I will do it to show you how it's done. You can see there's always at one end or the other kind of a start of the membrane itself. And what you're going to do is want to get some paper towel, and I'm kind of doing this awkwardly to let you guys see it, but you try to get a grip of it with a paper towel. Sometimes it's easy to get started, sometimes it takes a while. Paper towel just allows you to get a good hold of it. And then you just start pulling away. This one's going to work without the paper towel. So, what this theoretically does is it gives the rub more area to get onto the meat, and it does make it a little moister as well. I've had ribs that have the membrane that taste just fine with me. So if you don't want to go through this process, trust me, you're still going to have great ribs. So next is the rub. You can always find pork rubs in the store pre-made, or you can make your own. I like to make my own. I've kind of tweaked a number of different recipes, but traditionally they're going to have paprika, smoked paprika, brown sugar, some granulated garlic, some red pepper, cayenne pepper. It really is something that you can do on your own and get good at it in terms of making it match up with what you like to taste. So we're going to put the rub on both sides, kind of tap it in, and then this is the side where we took the membrane off. So we'll go ahead and put some rub there as well. This is really easy. And then if you've got a Weber kettle grill, which is what we're using for these ribs, it's just so easy. No excuse not to do this if you really want to get good at creating some unique outdoor food. So we'll finish it off. All right, ready to head outside. So the Weber setup, we've got coals on this side with a hickory log that kind of keeps the coals pressed up against one side. You can also use, well, they've got those charcoal gates that you can use, and then just sprinkle it with hickory wood chips. That's a piece of hickory wood. And then the ribs are going to go in a rib rack over here opposite, and when we put the lid back on, it'll kill the flame. So let's get them put on. I also like to let the rub kind of stay on the ribs for at least an hour. Kind of mixes with the moistness of the rib to kind of create a bark that's going to hang on a lot better. So now we just put the lid on, and we'll be back to have some ribs in just a second, or more like an hour or two. Now it is cold outside. It's about 25 degrees and snowy, so that will take a little bit longer, but we'll know when they're done. All right, it's getting a little dark, starting to get dark, so we're about 45 minutes into it. That's what we've got. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what she looks like. It's kind of hard to focus when this light thing is starting to go down, but anyway, I can tell you it smells awesome. Sorry about the camera work. Never said I was a professional production guy, but looks pretty good. I'll give it another 45 minutes to an hour. We'll be ready to roll. So excited, I forgot to turn the camera back on before I started cutting. So here's what we have. The ribs are done. It's been about an hour and a half. The average temperature in there was probably 325 to 350. You can slow cook these as well. We didn't really have time, but Rendezvous Ribs down in Memphis does them fast over charcoal as well, and they turn out beautifully. You do get a little smoke ring. I see there's still a little give to the ribs, so they're still nice and moist. And let me just cut one for you here. And flip it membrane side up so you can kind of see the layout of the bones. Makes it easier for cutting. So here you go. Would you guys like a bite? Not so much of a smoke ring because they cook up pretty quick, but delicious. You can really smell the smoke. So let me try this. It's perfect. Ribs are perfectly done when there's still some attachment to the bone. The term falling off the bone is not an accurate way of cooking ribs. That's overcooked. So there's still some pull there, but it comes off nicely and cleanly. Give these ribs a try. You'll love them. Good, good, good.